and welcome to the debate about gum. Gum is yum. Welcome to the pro side of things. This is where we convince you that gum should be allowed in school. My name is Naomi, and I would like to thank my teammates for showing up, my opponents for debating with us, our video personnel, and Mrs. Bennett for letting us debate. Okay, so my first point is why gum helps you focus, it helps your memory, keeps students quiet longer, and increases your math score. When gum helps you focus, because, it helps you focus on what you're doing, says ScienceDaily.com and Brainscape.com, and it helps with ADHD and ADD. Memory, it helps with memory because it releases something called an insulin, which helps memory, says School of Dentistry. It keeps students quiet longer because your mouth is occupied. I mean, why would you talk if there's gum in your mouth? It's harder then. And it increases your math score, says Baylor College of Medicine. Baylor College of Medicine divided 108 students at a school in Texas. They gave half of them gum for 14 weeks. Gum chewers had an increase by 3% in their math scores. My second point is if gum's not a secret, people would dispose of it properly. I mean, say you come to school with gum in your mouth and then you totally blank out and you're sitting in class chewing your gum, would you quickly stick it under your desk or say I have to go to the bathroom and disrupt learning to go throw it away? But if it was, then you could just keep chewing it and it wouldn't disturb class, and when it's an appropriate time, throw it away. But then again, if it's not, if you're walking down the hallway, you can spit it out, and that's going to be disgusting and very, very bad for anyone who does it. And if you get Saturday school, you're going to have to scrape it up. And my final point is health properties. Gum has no calories, and it decreases snack intake by 40 to 60 calories. It releases stress, especially during tests, and chewing gum helps you burn 11 more calories per hour. Plus, chewing gum helps nausea. And I've actually been chewing gum when doing my homework, and I've been yes?
Can you please explain how gum helps nausea?
I looked it up at Google, but I didn't have time to put it down because I just recently put this up. But I think it said something like, when chewing gum, your jaw is chewing it, and it helps, there's a joint, and it helps when your mind is oh, my mouth is doing something, so maybe I can catch up with it, or it's taking something away from what you're feeling. But as I was saying, I was chewing gum during my homework, and it helped me focus, and I felt really relaxed, and all these different types of things I was feeling, and it helped me, I think I got a better grade in my math, in math and history, and I understood what I was learning more. And this is why we intend to win this debate.
Hello, my name is Senna, and I'm on the content if gum should be at school. Gum should not be at school because gum is unsanitary. The facts that I have on how gum is unsanitary is that 50% of people on our survey said that gum was not unsanitary. That means that people do not know that gum is unsanitary, and those people might get sick, or that means those people might not go to school. Also, gum coming out of the mouth and being stuck places they do not belong is very unsanitary, and especially if people touch it if they don't know what they're doing. Little kids, if they just yes?
Well, if gum was allowed, people would dispose of it properly, so I don't see that was a problem.
Well, at my mom's school, she's at a high school. It's a huge high school, and they're allowed to chew gum. All over their sidewalks, there's gum everywhere. On the bottom of her desk, I had to help her clean it, and it's really disgusting and unsanitary. Also, in general, gum anywhere can cause cause kids at school to get sick if they don't know if they're touching it, or if little kids, again, if they pick up gum and chew it, because they don't know what's good, they don't know what's bad, they're just little. And, yes,
Teachers would probably keep an eye on their kids, and I don't think they would let them pick up gum when just randomly and start chewing it.
well, if they turn around somewhere, or if they're at lunch, they don't know better. There's not many teachers, there's only janitors and nothing else. Also, gum is not only unsanitary, but it also is very unhealthy. Unsanitary gum might get kids sick again, and also the more sugary, unhealthy gum is usually the least amount of money, which kids will usually buy because they want to get the least amount of money. And the sugar-free or fat-free gum is usually more money because it takes more work to make.
Students wouldn't necessarily choose the cheapest gum. I think they would choose the gum that they most likely like better than the other kind. So it's basically, it's not really the cheaper one, it's more the one they favor more.
Well, anyways, the gum that they like more is usually the sugary kind, because the sugary kind is better, because every kid can agree. And some gum can cause tooth problems, just cause tooth problems in general, and that can cause more dentist trips, and that means less time from school as well. Also, another one of my points is that gum is distracting. The evidence I have on how that gum is distracting is that bubble blowing can cause distraction during class and tests. Also, chewing and chomping can even cause distraction to you and others, and a point that my opponent made was that it can help you focus. But does it really help other people focus when you are chewing gum and chomping? Also, gum can get stuck in kids' hair, which is also it will just cause chaos and time taken away from the education in general. Also, gum can we just make no bubble blowing rule? Anything can make kids distracted, to be honest. Like, chewing and chomping can do this too. Not only bubble blowing. Also, the other point I have is that
Well, from what I looked up right now, I saw something that I just remembered, so I went to check on it. And it actually says that chewing gum reduces plaque acid, strengthens the teeth, and reduces tooth decay.
Also, another point that gum should not be allowed in schools. It makes the schools look unprofessional again because people are not smart and will just dispose of gum anywhere they can put their hands, or put their gum. Also, it can destroy the bottoms of desks and tables, which can result in more money for the schools to have more money because it destroys the desks constantly. And this is why gum should not be in school, and that's why we intend to this debate. Thank you.
Gum is great for you. Like my fellow teammate has stated, gum helps you to focus and concentrate on what you're doing. It also helps with your memory. For example, if you're chewing a certain gum flavor while studying for a test and you use that same gum while you're doing that test, it can help you remember the things that you have studied. It releases insulin, which also helps you remember.
What if you chew different gum and a different brand and flavor of gum while you're studying for a certain test? And you chew a different gum while you're taking the test?
You just have to chew the same gum.
And how can you do that? You might forget the gum.
So that's your fault. Just some logical information, gum keeps your mouth occupied. And as I said before, just make no bubblegum blowing rule. No. Like my teammate has stated, the Baylor College of Medicine split up 108 students at a random school in Texas and gave them gum for 14 weeks. The results were amazing. It increased their math score by 3, which is a lot better.
How does 108 people add up to the billions of children that are in school around the world?
I'm just restating what my teammate said. And gum has no calories. As my opponent said, it's not healthy, but it helps teeth and reduces plaque. And as stated before, gum decreases your snack intake by 40 to 60 calories diet. If gum wasn't a secret, students would dispose it properly. If students are heading to class, they might just spit it out anywhere and not in a trash can. Why? Because they are rushed. And if they do find that gum on the sidewalk or anywhere that's not in the trash can, you just have to take it away. It's a privilege, not a right. These people didn't do this test on everyone in the world, just in Texas. And yeah.
How do the results in Texas affect other states like California, New York, Minnesota?
Because they start off small, just in Texas. And at my old school, I used to bring gum because it was allowed, and it helped a lot. And then I came here and gum wasn't allowed, and it affected my test scores, which is just personal, but it really did help me. I remembered everything that I studied for that night, and that's why we tend to win this debate.
Hello there, my name is Travis Smith, and I am the second up rebuttalist for the con side of the debate of gum is not yum. So, the first point I'd like to make is that 50% survey said that gum is unsanitary, as you can see here. This shows that people are not educated enough to have gum at school to know it's unsanitary if it's stuck on walls, desks, and chairs. Sharing gum out of the mouth. Yes, I know we are in middle school, but if gum was allowed at school, it would be allowed to all ages because that's how rules work. So sharing gum out of your mouth is yet again gross, unsanitary, and can cause sickness, which leads to less days at school for students, and then that leads to the schools not having enough money to pay for their education. Yes.
So maybe just our school, but not talking about just our school, but our school's combined within elementary and middle, but others are just middle school. So I think just middle schools would be more responsible than elementary.
So are you saying that elementary students don't have the same rights as middle school students or high school students? Another one of our points of gum is unsanitary is that it can be stuck. It can come out of your mouth and be stuck places. My opponents did say that if we allowed gum, it would have proper disposal. Not at this time. They can be correct, but not right at the moment. Because if someone is pressured and they have gum in their mouth to get somewhere, like they said, it would be thrown somewhere, stuck somewhere. And then eventually someone else will come and pick up, germs, diseases from that piece of gum. Then you have to think, well, excuse me, and then you have to think, well, Saturday school, like they stated, if you go to Saturday school because you're chewing gum, you're just gonna have to pick it up off the ground. If we didn't allow gum at school, we wouldn't have so many kids going to Saturday school. Another one of our points is that gum at school can be affected majorly with children with allergies. Maybe you can tell someone as many times as you want, don't bring gum with this ingredient, but that doesn't assure you that that gum won't be brought to school. You might say, well, the school can supply gum. That's not correct, because public schools only have to supply the materials they need, not the ones that are wanted. Yes.
Well, if someone was allergic to something in that gum, I think they would be the ones avoiding it and not other people.
What if that gum is stuck under a desk, or on a chair, or in their laptop? What if someone takes that piece of gum and slips it in their locker, puts it on their locker? What happens then? What are you gonna say to that? Gum is also distracting. Bubble blowing in the classroom can cause distractions. You might say, well, if people are in class and are chewing their gum and the teacher asks them to spit it out, what if there's like some major project going on and the class shouldn't be disrupted, and you have to stand up and go walk to the trash can and throw your gum away? Yes.
I'm pretty sure
No.
students and kids at our school are a lot more responsible, and they're usually responsible.
We're talking about all schools, not one school in particular.
If you didn't want to disrupt a project, you can just say, you can't chew gum at this time.
Then what are they gonna do with the gum in their mouths? It's already there. It can't be taken care of. Let's see. Okay, so last point we have is gum will make the school look like a barnyard. That might seem funny, but it's the truth. Halls and sidewalks. When gum is spit out, it's gross. You step on it, you see it. All of the sidewalks at schools that don't allow gum don't have it. It looks very nice and presentable. 100% survey said that they would not want to walk on gum on sidewalks, which is right here. 100% survey said that they would not share gum and be unsanitary with it. That is hardcore proof that people at schools would not want gum allowed at school. And that is why we will proceed to win this debate.
My name is Shannon, and I will be arguing for the con team on whether or not gum should be allowed at school. As my team stated before, gum is unsanitary, unhealthy, and should not be allowed at school. Gum is a choking hazard, and do you really want our school to be sued by a crazy parent because their child choked on gum? I wouldn't. Do you really want gum on your favorite pair of shoes that you wear to school? Or, yeah, never mind. You don't need gum to improve your memory or help in academic success. You can study and work hard to help improve your memory and help with academic success instead of relying on a stick of gum. Can we really trust students to keep gum in their mouth and make good choices with gum? Think about it. Most kids do things that they're not supposed to at school. For instance, kids still draw on desks, and there's gum underneath the desks because kids were irresponsible. So would allowing gum at school be really the smartest choice? Kids think gum can whiten teeth. Well, it can. According to phrasemouths.com, it can only reduce dark stains on teeth. I mean, put yourself in the teacher's shoes. How do you think they would feel about gum at school? I know if I were a teacher, I wouldn't want gum in my classroom. Gum is messy, sticky, unsanitary, and downright annoying. If you were a teacher, would you want students constantly smacking their gum or blowing bubbles while trying to teach? Along with my teammates' points, have you ever thought about allergies at school? Most schools don't allow peanut butter or nut products. It is a common allergy because it is a common allergy. Do you ever think that was another reason gum isn't allowed at school? Some kids may have a reaction to the taste or smell of the gum at school. And I don't think that there will be gum-free tables at school, like there are peanut butter tables in most schools. Gum is not good for your health because it is only good for your teeth if xylitol is in the first 5 ingredients. My team and I prefer clean sidewalks and hallways to gum-filled hallways. We prefer clean desks to gum-filled desks. And we prefer gum-free shoes to sticky gum-filled shoes. And most importantly, we prefer a sanitary, gum-free, clean school so we can learn in a healthy environment. And that's what we have won this debate.
Our
problem is, should gum be allowed at school? I am pro for this cause. I would like to thank my teammates, Ms. Bennett, and the opposing team. My opponent said that if students, that their charts say that, Travis actually said that their charts show that kids don't want gum in school. Their charts actually just show that our SRTMS kids are sanitary and will make the right decisions with gum. They said they don't want to walk on gum-filled sidewalks. That means they're not going to stick it on the sidewalks. They also said that it's a distraction. If it's a distraction, the teacher can simply ask the student to dispose of it, just like they would do if any other student was just playing with a toy and it was distracting. If gum is a problem during certain times, it can only be allowed at certain times. We aren't asking for all-day gum access. We just want to help out the students learn and study better. My teammate said gum can help students focus. This is a huge factor in why we should allow gum at our school. Many scholars enjoy chewing gum, and it can be a stress reliever as many students get under stress during tests. Gum can also help restless students or students with ADHD because it has your mouth moving at all times. If you're worried about gum hurting your teeth, there are healthy sides of gum. Certain gums can actually strengthen and whiten your teeth. Sugar-free gum is the same price as normal gum. Gum can actually help you lose 11 calories per hour. And the Bayer College of Medicine split up 108 kids, as my teammate stated, and gave them gum for 14 weeks, and their test scores actually improved. As for fairness for all the grades, little kids don't get dance at our school. We get dances. This is because they need time to mature for these things, so why not just have gum and have them wait to mature for these? This is why gum should be allowed in school. I would like to make a last thank you to Ms. Bennett, the opposing team, and my teammates. And this is why we have won this debate.